In this video we will break down Amazon FBA automation services and how they work. Well, knowing there are definitely scams out there in most online business spaces is a given. And the higher priced services such as automation services definitely have some bad apples as well. But the service itself is still a service. You're essentially paying someone to do the work for you. Which in a nutshell is the definition of a service, be it to clean your house, paint your house, or build you an Amazon business. The key points to understand about an automated Amazon business is to know the good and the bad. The bad? If someone is charging an inexplicable price like $40,000 or more, it's probably not worth it. But if someone is charging a lot less, it doesn't make them any better. What makes someone better is their experience, and no, 1 to 2 years experience does not make someone an expert. But 5+ years, and proof of good results and client results, that definitely works. The point of a done-for-you Amazon FBA service? It's to help people build passive businesses without doing all the work. And it's something different than stocks, cryptocurrency, staking, or real estate, all other forms of potentially passive income. So what should you look out for when looking at an Amazon automation service? If you read Amazon seller policies, it states that dropshipping is basically not allowed. So step 1, stay away from those dropshipping. Amazon FBA is the best way to sell on Amazon, because you are now avoiding breaking lots of Amazon policies related to dropshipping. Amazon FBA is when you send the inventory to Amazon fulfillment centers, and they do the logistics for you. But someone still has to build the business. FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. So finding a service provider that has at least 5 years experience, doesn't do dropshipping, and doesn't charge more than $30-40K for the service is a good place to start. Another important thing to look out for is someone's honesty and transparency. Listening to someone speak is a good way to see into their character, and can help you make a good judgment on them and their integrity. Building an Amazon business takes a lot of work, management and manpower. Even with Amazon doing the fulfillment, that only covers about 40% of what is done. The rest is setting up supplier agreements, scouring all of their products, sourcing and shortlisting potentially good products, placing orders for those products, choosing the right strategy to sell those products, making sure you can sell those products as Amazon has rules sellers must follow, especially new sellers. And lastly, managing to scale the entire business properly while handling all of these listed aspects. For those that have lots of time, building the business yourself is a good way to do it, with the right resources, suppliers, and even training. But for those who have the money to build the business, but not much time, hiring an expert to build it for you is probably a good way to go. We've noticed that most service providers offer dropshipping or private label, which private label is going to be very costly but can still bode very good results long term. Private label requires you to pay for advertising and marketing on top of the Amazon business itself, and the costs can really add up, especially when products don't do well. The most simple path to scaling an Amazon business, even if it's automated, would be to stay away from risky dropshipping or the extremely costly private label. The best model we've discovered is reselling brand name products through FBA, without dropshipping or doing private label. Now at Alpha Acumen we always deliver the goods, and we normally don't mention company names or do any type of referrals, but we've done some digging for you. We've looked at Kevin David, Amazon Freedom Hackers, SupremeCommerce Training and Kevin Edgar, and about 8 other service providers. What we've noticed is some of them won't even disclose the price of their service until you're on the phone with them where they try to sell you. Or you can't even speak to the owner of the company. If you are looking to pay $20K or more for a service, you figure you could at least get on a single call with the company owner. In most cases you cannot. But after seeing videos on YouTube from some of these service providers, the most transparent and best provider we've checked out so far is SupremeCommerce or Kevin Edgar. There may be other great providers out there, given we only looked at about 10 in total. And we aren't getting any sort of commission, so I always recommend doing your due diligence before getting a service from anyone. How can you do your due diligence? Well, separate from what you've learned in this video today, I'll lay out some more red flags and green flags for you. When talking to some of the service providers, this is where you'll get clarity on who to work with. If there is a lot of pressure or selling being done, normally it's a red flag, as they may be desperate to get you as a client. If there is low pressure, friendly environment, that is a green flag. Another red flag is withholding information or not showing client results live. If they will only show you screenshots, that's not gonna fly. In the end, Amazon automation services can be very beneficial to the avid investor, and when done correctly, it can be a very fruitful long-term business. If you have any questions about Amazon automation services, drop them in the comments below. Until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe.